Cursor has been making huge strides as they have now introduced the Cursor CLI tool. This was truly unexpected as Cursor just rolled out with this new update recently, which lets you interact with AI agents directly from your terminal to write, review, and modify code. Whether you want to have an interactive terminal interface for real-time collaboration or print automation for scripts and CI pipelines, the CLI puts powerful AI coding assistance exactly where you want to work. Currently, it's in beta, but you already have incredible features where you can use the cursor agent from the CLI or run it headlessly in any environment. You can work with the agent directly within the editor of Cursor or run multiple agents in parallel, right in the terminal or remotely. It's perfect for automation, collaborative development, and AI-assisted code generation without leaving your workflow. With the Cursor CLI, you have the ability to review agent edits, where you have the ability for accessing diff edits, approving the changes, tweaking it, or rejecting AI changes directly within your terminal. You can steer in real time, meaning that you can direct the agent's next move while it's actually coding, which is awesome. You can even set your own rules, so you can set cursor rules directly within the terminal. You also have it so that you can define exactly how the agent works with the agent MD or with custom rules and MCPs. And if you do already have the Cursor subscription, you don't even need to have to pay for something. You can just access all of these state-of-the-art models directly within the CLI. You can also use it with your preferred IDE as well. And then you can write powerful scripts and automations directly within the terminal. Now, here is a head-on-head battle with Claude Code versus Codex versus Cursor CLI. And this is where the task was to build a Next.js app with Tailwind for shadcn components for collecting and showcasing customer feedback. And all of them took approximately 30 minutes each to actually build out this application. With Claude Code, it used the Opus 4.1 and it was pretty fast in delivering a working demo that needed prompts to make the interaction. And it was a pretty simple, basic app that it was able to create with 33K tokens used. The Codex, which is OpenAI's very own CLI tool or coding agent, failed to actually produce a working app after 30 minutes. It even used the GPT-5, which is kind of shocking, and got stuck setting up Tailwind 4 and ended up compiling errors with 102K tokens used. Then we have Cursor CLI, which also used the GPT-5 model. It was pretty slow, but it had the best generation in my opinion. The first app you saw within this demo was the one that was generated with Cursor CLI, and it eventually delivered the functional interactive app, which looked really minimal, clean design, and looked really less AI generated. Now, in my opinion, the code quality output was way better than what I saw with Claude Code, but it did use a lot more tokens. It actually used 188K tokens. That is a lot of tokens. And the takeaway is that Opus 4.1 is a really capable model, but when you combine it with something like Cursor CLI, you're going to get better generations than you would with the GPT-5 model. And this just ends up showcasing that Cursor CLI has a lot of potential because of its unmatched quality in terms of its output, as well as how well it is in terms of its potential if it can optimize token usage. But now that we have gotten all that out of the way, let's now showcase how you can get started. It's simple as just installing it with this command. Go ahead and open up your command prompt. And what I want you to do is simply go ahead and paste in this command within your terminal. And it's easy as that. You can start installing the packages and you can see right away the next step is to add to your path, which you can do. And then you also have the ability to start using Cursor Agent directly over here with the following command, which is cursor agent. Since 2011, Zapier has lifted the way towards the future of work. And this September 25th, they're inviting you to see how AI becomes real. Zap Connect 2025, the free virtual event where vision meets action. You'll get hands-on AI workshops, automation secrets from the pros, and live Q&As with the Zapier team. No gatekeeping, just real strategies from the teams doing it best. Want to build an AI workflow or learn how to start your AI company? These are different sessions that you can join virtually. Expect keynote speakers like Box's CEO Aaron and so many other speakers from CEOs to builders. Learn so much from different perspectives. You can also discover powerful integrations and claim limited time offers to automate, grow, and save. It's 100% virtual and totally free, and it's happening September 25th from 12 to 6 p.m. ET. This is something that I'll leave a link to in the description below so that you can easily register and get your free ticket today. Also, thanks to Zapier for sponsoring today's video. Zapier lights the way, but will you follow is the question. And after you have set the path, you're going to need to start up the Cursor CLI by simply typing in that command I mentioned, which is cursor-agent. This will prompt you to sign in with your browser. Obviously, if you don't have an account with Cursor, you can get started for free because they do have a free tier. And it does let you access the CLI tool completely for free as well. You're just going to need to bring your own API key. Now, I'm simply going ahead and logging into Cursor CLI now. And once I've done this, I can then access it directly within my CLI within a couple of seconds. And there we go. We have it authenticated and we can start working with the CLI tool. And you can see right now that I'm using the OpenAI GPT-5 model with a free account with Cursor. Now, first things first is getting familiarized with all the commands. If you press on slash, you can see that there's a couple of different commands that you have. Now, you can see that you have the ability to set whatever model you want to use that Cursor actually provides. So if I click on model, you can set it to the GPT-5 model. You have Sonnet 4, as well as the new Claude 4.1 Opus model. We're going to keep it as the Opus because I believe it is a bit better with a CLI tool. Now, next, what you can do is you have the ability to have it on auto run. This is where if you enable this, it's going to be able to autonomously work on generating your code based off the deployed agents that are working on your task. You'll have the ability to start a new chat with this command, clear things, Vim for toggling the keys. And if you'd like, you can set the MCPs within the MCP JSON file that's linked to your path with the cursor application itself, as well as the rules. So this way, these two defined sets can direct the agents of the CLI tool to work in a particular manner that you set within these two different folders. Now let's showcase this in action. I want to create this note-taking app, and it is where I wanted to have a functional drag and drop UI, and that it also adds the ability to track people's schedules. This is where I'm also requesting it to test out its creativity to add as many features as possible. And then once you're ready, you can go ahead and click enter. This is where it's going to be able to then start processing your prompt of creating the note-taking app. And you can see that I have it on auto run. And you notice that I've changed it back to GPT-5. This is because with my tier, I'm not able to use the Cloud 4.1 at this current moment, which is why I had to fall back to the GPT-5. Now, right away, it is working on building out a plan using the reasoning capabilities of the new GPT-5 model. And right now, it is looking like it's deploying the planning agents to first help build the actual skeleton of the application and then deploying other agents to work on different components. And you can actually get a live preview of the amount of tokens that are being used for this generation. And you can see right now, I'm going to scaffold a self-contained browser-based app, and it is showcasing all the features that it's going to add. And right now, you can see the edit it's making to the index.html file. Now, if I didn't have auto run on, I would be able to see all the different diff changes being made live in action. And if you want, you can actually write directly within the terminal to edit an individual file, which is really impressive. So it looks like quite quickly it was able to return the generation, and you can see that it did a pretty good job in writing all the code as well as showcases all the changes it has made. I'm going to go ahead and open this up so that we can visualize the app that it has created. And there we go. This is our note and schedule taking app. And I can definitely tell you that the quality of output is amazing with the Cursor CLI tool. In one shot, it was able to build this, and you can see that you have the ability to add new notes, which could be then added to the note tab. Now, it looks like the formatting is off a little bit, and it did look like it created the drag and drop functionality. There's also a built-in calendar, and I don't believe everything else was fully coded out. But overall, this is a pretty decent looking app. Not everything looks great, but overall, it did get the job done, and it was able to do it in a single shot. If you like this video and would love to support the channel, You can consider donating to my channel through the super thanks option below. Or you can consider joining our private Discord where you can access multiple subscriptions to different AI tools for free on a monthly basis, plus daily AI news and exclusive content, plus a lot more. Overall, Cursor's CLI tool is a great new addition to the community, and I really love what you can actually do with it. So let me know what you guys think about this. This is still something that's in beta and it's going to be continuously worked upon over the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned. I'll be making more videos on this. But with that thought, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to the second channel if you haven't already. Make sure you join the newsletter as well as the Discord. Follow me on Twitter. And lastly, make sure you guys subscribe, turn on the notification bell, like this video, and please take a look at our previous videos because there's a lot of content that you'll truly benefit from. But with that thought, guys, have an amazing day. Spread positivity, and I'll see you guys fairly shortly. Peace out, fellas.